How money caused... Yeah, I can't fucking talk. How money caused the downfall of 2Hype. Oh boy. Might piss myself in sadness on this one. Some OGs I used to watch.
So before we had groups like AMP, we
And
had
it's another
another group
W
that was
Bando
very
video.
successful early on YouTube, and this group had quickly taken the internet and specifically the basketball community by storm, consisting of multiple popular YouTubers at the time that seemingly
The goats of 2Hype. Los, Cash, Mal, and TD. And Mopey. Other than that, suckers.
the entire world seemed to know and love. But unfortunately, like many groups we've
Especially
seen
that
over the
bamboo
years,
tall fuck
all
right
of this
there.
would end up
Him
eventually
and
going
Jesser
down
screwed
here.
that shit
So how
over.
could a group that consisted of genuine friendship, childhood friends...
Oh, actually, I don't know if I said TD. TD was good shit too, and TD's boy right here. I can't think of his name, but he was good shit too.
even blood brothers come to an ultimate demise? Well, that's probably what you're here to figure out. So if you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button.
Bando
with the biggest trapper, and while you're at it, don't forget to click that very first link down below in my description to join my Discord server and become an official member of the community. Now with all of that being said, let's get into how money ruined 2Hype. Okay, so to start, in this video, we're going to be talking about the once popular YouTube group that went by the name of 2Hype. And this group consisted of multiple popular YouTubers that have became household names over the years, such as Cash Nasty, LSK, Jezzer the Laser, Zach TTG, Los Polos, and of course,
this video is gonna make me sad,
man. Part of this entire
only OGs remember old like Jesser's like packing pains, bro. You know how bad I wanted to film a pack and pain with my boys. Whoever created that idea, or the search and discards, dude, 2K used to be so goated for videos, man. What the hell happened? You used to have search and discard. You used to have like pack roulette. You used to have pack and plays. Pack and plays used to be so fucking goated, bro. Oh my god, I just brought back a crazy memory, dude. Pack and plays. Each person would open up like, what, 12 packs, 13 packs, whatever players you got. You had to put them in your lineup and go. Come on, dude. 2K, YouTube in his ass now. Nobody does that shit. Everybody switched to, like, IRL stream, literally. Nobody does 2K anymore. Shit's ass. And it's 2K's fault, too, because they fucked up. They fucked us up.
our story.
They sent us some shitty ass games for the past like 4 years, copy and paste, just make it more ass, and expect the same people to still play it.
The rest of these creators have been huge on the internet for years now, specifically within the 2K community. Every creator within the group practically started off their careers by playing the popular basketball game NBA 2K, which we happen to mention a lot on this channel. Now, as some of you may know, over the years, 2K did manage to die out drastically, which practically forced some of the more popular 2K creators to change up the type of content that they did, which led most of these creators to resort to doing some type of IRL style content, whether it was something still within the basketball realm or something a little more simple like vlogs or challenges. So with all of these creators switching up their content around the same time, this is what led to a few members sparking a friendship, which would lead to the very beginning of the group that we know today as 2Hype. Now the oldest video on the 2Hype channel is a video from June 5th, 2019, but 2Hype actually started quite some time before this. Some of the oldest videos I can find came around September 2016 when YouTubers like LSK...
Dude, look at the setups back then. This was just like this is Jesser's setup too. This is just like a normal ass setup. I mean, he probably had like a $4,000, $5,000 PC because he was running money back then too, but like, this is literally just like a normal ass setup. Cold goggles spotted, the 360, some busted ass TV.
Jezzer the Laser and Zach TTG had all gotten their own content house together, but at the time, this house would simply be known as the 2K house. Obviously because the three people...
Bro, I had that same garbage can, bro. This was goated. You didn't have this as a kid, man. You could be sitting in the corner of you and fucking... Buttermilk biscuit from deep, fade away. Oh shit! Toss this Mountain Dew can off the side of the wall. Yep, it'll sit there for a while.
NBA 2K.
At least you got a chance.
For about a year, the three of them would create various forms of content within this house, and this led to all of them seeing very substantial growth over the entire time period. And because of how well this was going, it led to them even recruiting other 2K YouTubers to the house as well, such as a popular YouTuber at the time who went by the name of TD Presents.
Now they're capping. He was a Madden YouTuber buster.
What about TD?
Oh yeah, TD Presents.
Wait, but didn't TD just move in with Westbrook? I mean, Walker, and he only posts Madden videos. This is a 2K basketball house. I mean, if he posts 2K, then...
No, I've seen him post 2K. Like, we literally met him at a 2K tournament.
What do you think?
I've seen KD play or TD play 2K.
It's literally, like, it's either him or, like, we're kind of just going to be us three.
Us.
Hello? Oh.
Yo.
The fuck? That was fast.
Instant transmission?
So where should I put my stuff?
And of course, not to mention, there was
Bro, I've
also
seen better
another
acting
very
on some
popular
certain
YouTuber
sites,
who was
bro.
featured
I ain't gonna lie
heavily
to
in all
you.
of these creators'
I don't know what the
content
fuck that
at
acting was.
the
That
time
shit was
as well.
ass.
And of course, we're talking about the one and only Cash Nasty. Now, at the time, Cash had his own life and family going on back home in Louisiana. So due to that, he never officially moved into this 2K house.
Bucket
so
Squad.
the other 4 creators that I just previously named would be the only ones staying within this house for about a year. And around summer of 2017, everything would end up completely changing. The YouTubers had grown so much by staying within their original house, and just in a year's time, they were able to get a much bigger and better house. And of course, having a house with more space meant having much more room for other creators. So in July of 2017, shortly after getting this new house, a creator by the name of Mopey, who also happened to be one of Jezzer's childhood
Goated
friends,
Mopey.
ended up moving into this new house along with the rest of the crew. Which in retrospect, I guess you could say would be the beginning of the downfall for Too Hype. But as you all know, before something collapses down to the ground, you have to build it up. And that's exactly what the group began to do. In August of 2017, a familiar face in Zach TTG would end up moving into the new house as well, along with a new member of the crew who by the name of Los Polos TV. So at this point, they basically had a full house of popular content.
This shit changed my whole
creators,
mentality,
not to
man.
mention the other creators who were
I found Los through all this bullshit because he was the only real one I figured out, and I was like, well, looks like I'm sticking with Los ever since then.
also coming and going as well, such as Cash and his best friend 50 Cal Mal. And with all of these creators coming together, creating all of this content together, growing substantially all over the internet, they realized that there was really time to expand beyond being called just the 2K house. And in September of 2017, the group would officially become Too Hype.
Moosey peeps, Christopher London, and welcome to the first official 2 Hype upload.
Yo guys, what's going on? And welcome to the first 2 Hype video.
Yo, what's good, everybody? You guys see it, man? We got the two. All right. What is it?
2 Hype.
2 Hype, not 2K house. 2 Hype video.
Now, as I said, most of these creators were
Yo,
extremely
these videos
popular
just
at
like
the time
so
already.
unedited, dude.
In fact,
I don't know
some
if
of them
it's just
already
me.
had
I
over
used to
a
watch when I
million
was way
subs on
younger or
YouTube at the
something.
time. And side note, for those of you that don't know, 1 million subscribers on YouTube back then was like unheard of. Like now you kind of see a lot of people with 1 million. Back then people just weren't having 1 million subscribers. But anyways, with some of these creators already being as successful as they were, of course when they started this group, they all would end up seeing much more success. At the time, there really wasn't many popular content groups or content houses on the internet, especially outside of the Call of Duty community. So this was something new and refreshing for not only the 2K community, but for the basketball community as a whole. 2 Hype began doing various forms of content both individually and as a group. But of course, the basis of all of their content has always been friends playing basketball, whether it was playing against one another or simply just doing some type of challenge. 2 Hype quickly began building a true audience. Many people just love seeing the group of friends come together and play basketball.
Nah, dude, this group was massive back in the day. When I was a kid, dude, I used to love this shit. 2 Hype. I could have been a mascot for these motherfuckers, how much I liked them. A mascot.
And do all of these other fun things and challenges together. This led to viewers really being able to relate to the content they were producing, because obviously everyone plays like sports and games and things like that with their friends in real life. So a lot of people on the internet who came across this content were quickly attracted towards the group. But as 2 Hype continued to grow, this feeling of friendship that the group was built on slowly started fading away. Too Hype became more about the business aspect and growing as a brand more than really caring about the original friendship that got them there in the first place. More and more drama would begin to arise around the time Too Hype was once again about to get a better content house, but the problem was they wanted people within this house that they knew were going to work hard and show up every day to get the best content possible, which unfortunately led to people like Mao, TD, and Los Polos getting officially cut out of the group due to them being located further away or just simply not showing up for a couple of shoots.
Yeah, this is the dumb shit. Cause Los was a streamer, bro. Los didn't even really make YouTube videos like that. I mean, he was in them, but he didn't. He was a streamer, dude. And then streaming ended up taking over. Ended up coming up in the next couple years anyway. So they kicked his ass when he just became even bigger now too. The hell is that noise that keeps playing in my fucking ear, dude?
In general,
schedule that we're gonna start doing now that we've moved out, we're getting settled in. Like things are gonna move really quick and like at a large scale, and like we didn't want to just put it like the group channel out and stuff and like not have you like aware, and then also like given that we see like we're kind of like foreshadowing like looking forward to where this movement's gonna go, and like we didn't see like you being like a part of it. We also just wanted to like come to you and like we'd hope that you could build like your own narrative as to how like we're not like together. Like, you know, we wanted you to like let us know like how you wanted to go about that. Like, are you like, do you plan on, because we didn't want to like publicly say this and everything. I think like we told Lobos, like you guys can like build your narrative, you know, like
yeah, we want to like we want it to be like you are like stepping away from Too Hype and going your own way because you want to focus on yourself and like you feel like it would be easier to do it, you know, that way. We also don't want to just come out and say like, yeah, we kicked TD out and like have like some sort of negative connotation towards you.
Listen to these snake
or have the fans have some negative connotation towards you because we don't want to affect you in that. And like Cash was saying, like it's not like, and Chris was saying, it's not like we still can't make videos.
I'll try to give y'all
because you and Los are close. I saw y'all courtside of the game. That's your boy.
Yes,
you know what I'm
saying?
saying?
So yeah, yes indeed, bro. That whole situation got nothing to do. I put it to here, bro. Did not answer that, bro.
Yep.
You know how AMP is, bro. What they, you know, like I think Phantom had like a little situation. I don't know if it's mental, whatever went on with, but like he went away from videos for a minute.
Yeah, he just took a step back for like a month or I don't know how long it was, but
we should have done it. We should have been more giving on that, but it wasn't up to me, bro. You know.
Of course.
We try to run it too much as a business. I feel like if we would kept it more like, you know, like bro, he needs a time, bro. You know, and not, you know, tally up. Okay, he didn't come to the shoot right here. You know, I feel like
that's like you're waiting for some bad shit to happen. Yeah, imagine you got a fucking video shoot with your boys that you guys created, built up, and you're like tallying. Oh, well. Shit Dick Buster didn't show up on this one. Yep, tally it up. Once he gets 3 marks for cutting his share in the company. This is your homie. Bro, snakes, man.
Like, you know, the group would have been even more stronger, bro. You know, because people go through things in life, bro.
100%.
Everybody got different perspectives and different situations, circumstances, bro. Yeah, bro. I feel like if we would have ran it like that, bro, I feel like the group would be even more strong.
Hey, appreciate that follow-up.
Ultimately, kind of like was the downfall, because like when you running it like that, it's become more business and not more.
Now I know what you're probably thinking.
My headphones aren't working, so I can't hear you. Can reply in chat.
Be unprofessional and things like that. But a thought that I always had was like, how did Mao get kicked out when him and Cash?
I don't know about all that, man, but I appreciate the follow.
Area at one point, which as I got older, I realized like it was never really about how far they had to travel or shoots or any of that. It was just simply about having less people, because when dealing with a group, less people simply means more money that each individual is making. So Too Hype ended up downsizing the group a bit, and the group consisted of just Cash, Jezzer, Zach, LSK, Mopey, and Jezzer's brother Jidel.
Jidel's a fart, dude. MPC, look at this, dude. Looks like a peeper just in this one. Dun 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 dun. Ah.
This led to June 15, 2019, where the group would launch their first official video on the official Too Hype channel. And for about a year, things would once again end up growing great for Too Hype. They were extremely consistent with content.
What's up, Katero?
They were growing rapidly, quickly becoming one of the largest content groups on the entire internet. And for the most part, they did all this.
Dude, I wanted one of these shirts so bad, but then I realized it was LSK's, and I was like, I can't do it. I can't do it. But I don't even know how he got away with this shit.
Content they've done for years.
Look at this. He had this fucking Mavericks, OKC. And look at the drip back then, dude. The basketball shoes. What happened to basketball shoes now, man? I remember the OG LeBron 12s, bro. I would have damn near body slammed somebody's grandma for a pair of them shits, bro. Especially like the checkerboard ones. I don't know if they were called checkerboard or like some pixel shit. How is my headphones still about to die? I truly would have did some heinous shit for a pair of these right here. Back in the day, I probably would have pulled some heinous shit for a pair of these. I don't even know why. I don't even like them now, but back in the day, shit. Come on now, look at these shits, man. All right, I might have been yapping for too long. Back to the video.
But very similar to the early problems that the group had, they eventually ran into a lot of internal conflict, which also led to a lot of public drama amongst the group. The drama will begin around early December, shortly after 2Hype announced a very big deal, which included the group joining another popular organization that went by the name of 100 Thieves. Fans would notice that someone was missing from this entire announcement. And not only was this person a longtime member of the group, he was also Jezzer's childhood friend. Mopey was a fan favorite of the group, so of course people wanted to know where he's been, why no one was mentioning him, and why wasn't he included in the announcement of the 100 Thieves deal. Well, just a week later after this announcement, the world will finally get the answers to their questions after Mopey made a post to Twitter, calling the group L Hype and stating that only Cash and Mitchell were the only ones that were still cool.
Yo. Did they not? I swear Los and Mopey always liked each other too, so I don't know why he didn't say Los at this point too, but man, when Mopey left or got kicked, dude, my young ass was like, I was really so bamboozled, and I'm like, it was probably like the Luka trade. I was like, dude, Mopey. Probably pissing myself sad. Mopey was like one of the best. He's like one of the only genuine ones.
Mopey had either been kicked out of the group or he had been simply hacked, but Mopey would end up quickly putting out a tweet that let fans know neither of those things were true. So after people heard this news, fans were left wondering what really went wrong between Mopey and 2Hype. But before Mopey himself could get out his own video stating his piece and talking about what happened between him and the rest of the group, his longtime friend Jesser would quickly upload a video accusing Mopey of having all of these problems, and he also tried to paint Mopey out to be some form of like unstable alcoholic.
Obviously Tyler hasn't been around the last couple months really, like uploading or on social media. He's been going through a lot mentally.
Oh hell no. The saddest part is I remember watching this video and probably half-assed believing Jester a little bit. This dude looks like he was off the most how many shit in this video. He looks fucked up in this video. Like, in the most respectful way possible, he looks cooked. So for him to say Mopey was on some shit, that's ironic. He does not look like his best health in this video.
Been fighting some serious demons. I'm not going to go too in-depth on that as his personal thing, but Tyler, I'm worried about you, dude. Like I said, I would take this whole thing offline. I reached out to your mom, expressing my worries. I talked to your brother for an hour, bro. He's really worried about you. Like you've been hiding things from him.
They put this
Tyler.
publicly too.
Like I tried calling you.
That's messed up.
Please just call me back. You don't respond to me or the guys. Like we want to help you. I'm not gonna go in depth. It's very personal, all of this stuff. Like Tyler, I literally saw you the other day after this happened. I told you I loved you, bro. You hugged me and then you don't respond to me. I haven't been able to sleep at night. Like all I've tried to do is help this man. Obviously, I'm going to try to keep everything offline. I'm going to try to talk to your family more because I'm worried about you, bro. I've known you forever. All the people, like, hating on me, saying I snaked my best friend, like, you know nothing, bro. Y'all are fueling someone who's not okay. Imagine just, like, shitting on me when you know nothing about me and Tyler's relationship or what he's going through or what I'm going through. I just don't get it, man.
Now, of course, this made Mopey...
I remember, specifically, actually, Jester, when you guys were so petty, y'all invited Mitchell to join 2Hype, and nobody, like LSK and Jester, I'm pretty sure own the majority of 2Hype. None of them would even chip a single % of their, like, ownership of the company, 2Hype, just so Mitchell could have 1%. They wouldn't do it, none of them. Bro, that is some petty shit. They won't even give him 1%. I remember that, Jester. Yeah, and he's still in it.
Fans kind of began to turn on him, but
That's so
Mopey
petty.
did the right thing and quickly followed up this.
You couldn't give your bro 1% of the company that he's in.
Hour-long video, Mopey discussed the truth about
1%,
including how they only cared about money and content.
When we made the VR channels, he took 51% of my VR channel. Like, all those channels were just started up for money because the VR channels were the fastest growing at the time. He took 51% of my channel and then bragged about it. And another story too, just how like selfish this dude is, and actually all the guys, this applies to all of them, but we were in a Discord call when it was time for Moochie to join 2Hype. We were talking, and I was put it out there. I was like, hey, is anybody else willing to give up a % or two so Mitchell feels more?
Here we go.
Nobody wanted to.
Look at that shit.
He's just on a tiny salary now. Mitchell doesn't own a % of 2Hype. Jesser was not willing to give up 1% for our elementary school friend. I
remember watching this video and being like, dude, really, dude? You gotta keep your grass cut, cause there'll be snakes in that shit. Don't matter who you think's your friend. Keep that grass cut, cause there's gonna be snakes in that bitch, man. They ought to get your ass. Always.
Dude, that adds the most to the group. Pure good person, funny entertainment. These guys and Jesser could not give up 1% for him. We could have all given up a percent, and he could have had 6% in 2Hype. That sounds amazing to me. But no, he's just on a tiny salary because they can. Because it's a business. It's not for fun. It's not for fun or friendship. It's a business. Put like this text in, like this is a great example of
these motherfuckers didn't even answer him.
The kind of support these guys offer as friends. Talking about starting a drinking problem and stopping it and just trying to get better. And then everybody only has time to just like it. Like, just thumbs up. Not a single word of encouragement or anything. And just goes back to talking about video shit.
That's like them dropping a bombshell. Yeah, guys, I'm addicted to that hard shit, man. I'm been hitting that black tar. But I'm starting to get off of it, and they just hit you with the... Nice, buddy. That's all you need. A little thumbs up emoji.
And it's like,
W.
Okay, cool, great support. And then we got Jesser over here immediately texting me after once he sees that for me to be in his sponsored video. Like, I hadn't talked about these issues I've been having. And then he doesn't even acknowledge it. He just asked me to be in his sponsored video.
Next, Mopey would take the time to clear his name and also rebuttal his old friend's Jesser claims against him, while also exposing a little bit of truth about Jesser as well.
I don't even know what to say. And in the eyes too, like, he probably just rubbed his eyes and started to just get watery eyes. Like, it's an act. It's all a manipulation act. He does not care. He only cares because he wants to uphold his online image. That's all he cares about. That's all they all care about. That's it. And they'll say and do anything to keep that. And then thinking it's okay to paint me as mentally unstable online just because I'm saying F the group, L hype, and he's trying to, like, it's just so mind-boggling how, like, what happened. And it's really sad, but I'm just getting away from it. I'm not gonna rack my brain over trying to change people. And Jesse wants to go online and say I'm fighting serious demons. Like, no, they're the only demons I'm fighting, those guys, because they're trying to paint me out to be mentally unstable because I went to, like, rehab because I was using those substances that are legal in my state. Like, I can smoke and I can drink and I could use nicotine products, and they're trying to paint me out as crazy for that stuff. Like, I don't, like, it's a joke to mental illness, and that they, like, care, and it's just such a joke, and it makes me sick, honestly.
There was really a lot to break down within this video. Mopey talked about literally everyone and everything that was going on with 2Hype over the past few years. He even exposed some messages that LSK has sent within the 2Hype group chat regarding people like Los Polos as well. Now, after all of this...
Yeah, this is the worst part, I think, when LSK and them were beefing. Because LSK posted a video and then deleted it of him just
Of course, all of the members
Him trying
had
to
their
give his
own
side, but
responses
it
to
sounded
Mopey,
dumb as
and none
hell.
of them really owned up to anything that Mopey said. Instead, they really just all tried to
Look at them
protect their
YouTube
image
plaques,
online.
dude.
Out of
I need
everyone,
one of them
think Cash
shits, man.
probably would do with FaZe Swag. He detailed this entire thing as just two childhood friends going down different paths of life.
With the Mopey situation, bro, I feel like that was more personally with, I feel like my perspective. Cause me, when that whole drama shit going on, bro, I try to
stay out of it.
I ain't want to hear the shit, man.
Yeah.
You know, I did my little video, bro. I was beating around the bush. I'm like, I don't know what's really is the gist of it. I feel like it was more like childhood friends, one person going one path, and the other person going another path, and one person just not seeing the exact same view as a person.
Yep.
Not knowing if this person going this path right here is still going to bring you with this person. It's not that they're outgrowing. It's just that, hey, I'm going this direction right here. We all can go here. If we manifest this right, we all can get here, bro.
We all can eat.
Exactly. And I feel like it came down on a personal level with friendship in the past.
Now after this, 2Hype did initially get a lot of hate at the time. That hate was mostly specifically directed towards Jezer because he was Mopey's best friend, and also LSK because of the messages that got exposed and things like that as well. But the hate didn't really last long at all for them or for the rest of the group at all, because while Mopey left the internet and started focusing more on himself and his real life, 2Hype would continue to post content, and they continued to do very well on YouTube for about the next 2 years. But unfortunately, the last 2Hype video would end up being posted on February 5th, 2023. After taking a 2-month long break, 2Hype decided that it was probably best just to bring this entire thing to a close. Now this wasn't a forceful end or something where they just fell off and gave up completely. It was actually something completely different. According to a few members, they all just started growing a little older, with some of them being in their late 20s and early 30s and also having kids and wives and just families of their own. They simply just had more things to focus on than 2Hype content. Now this didn't stop any of them from doing videos together or anything like that. In fact, I honestly don't know if Jezer used Mopey as some form of sacrifice or something, but his entire life completely changed over a few recent years. In just the last few years alone, Jezer has gained millions of subscribers, making him the biggest basketball creator on YouTube with over 30 million subscribers. And he's even managed to do a few partnerships.
Motherfucker. I remember when this dude was at 3 mil. He's at 30? 30 like Curry? Bro. I don't even know what the hell this dude posts anymore. Hold on, don't look at my history. Figure out this shit. Damn, dude, this is trippy. Yep, here we go. The pack openings, man. Wagers. Oh, that brings me. Wagers. Dude, those were cold. They'd wager a player, have to quick sell him.
With the NBA as well, such as being featured in the NBA Celebrity Game. Now for everyone else that was once a member of 2Hype, most of them are still doing pretty well in their careers. Los is still at the top of the game in streaming. Cash just achieved his lifelong goal of meeting LeBron James, which everyone literally loved. Zach TTG also still kinda does well on YouTube as well, and LSK and Jidel are probably the least consistent of the bunch, but some of their videos still do pretty well here and there. The only former 2Hype member who really hasn't performed on the internet recently at all is TD Presents. He switched over to doing Madden and college football gameplay, which haven't done that well recently, but he also hasn't posted in 4 months, so maybe that's the problem. And lastly, Mopey, who basically left the internet completely after the falling out with 2Hype over 4 years ago. He would recently make a video just 3 weeks ago updating fans about his current life.
Yeah, I'm 26 now. I posted on my Instagram this picture. 26, 2 years sober, back to YouTube. Yeah, what have I been up to really? Just like I meet a lot of you guys at work. I work at a casino. Super chill, super happy with it. So that's like my main thing. And then YouTube and streaming.
Mopey works at a casino.
In my life where I could just
go there and be like,
come back
Mopey,
to it, and I don't.
I'm about to hit this blackjack table
over my head and put on my plate. That's my main job. So I just have fun with the streaming and YouTube, and that's pretty much it.
I hit
You
this
know,
blackjack table.
But unfortunately, money and business got in the way of what originally built the entire foundation of a very early YouTube empire. But that's just my personal opinion. As you guys know, the only opinion that I really care about is y'all's opinion. So with that being said, be sure to comment down below and let me know, what do you think about this entire situation? Do you think that 2Hype made the right decision?
W vid bando.
Built the group, or do you
Almost
think
had
all
a
of it was just a big
seizure
mistake
saying
and
that.
they may have
W
still been
vid.
around?